Hi, you're welcome to Kema Freak. In the video just before this, I discussed how to draft pattern for a shirt dress and to cut out your fabric. So in this video, I'll be taking you through the step-by-step process of sewing a shirt dress. If you're a new viewer, thanks for stopping by. Please take the front seat and click on the subscribe button. We'd love you to stick around with us. I upload pattern drafting, sewing tutorials, DIY, and my business life in this fashion designing altogether. So I'd love to have you around. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for always coming back. Okay, so let's get right into the business of the day. So the first thing I'll be doing here is to sew in the darts. From the previous video, I already marked out the darts I transferred from the paper. So this way it is easier for me to just go ahead to my sewing machine and sew in my 1-inch wide dart. So it's a waist dart, so I'll be sewing from the apex to the waistline and below. So here is what you have after sewing in the dart. And this is the right side of the back piece, so I'll just set it aside so we can work on the front piece. Here is one side of the front. Remember, our front piece has no dart and we have this extra 2 inches along the center front to create a placket. So the first thing I'll be doing now is to iron in 1.5 inches wide interfacing along that extension, that placket extension we created. So I'll iron in this interfacing to give it some firmness, and then we'll fold in 1.5 inches, that's half an inch, and 1 inch fold. I also did the same thing on the other side of the front piece. So this is my plain fabric, it has changed, you can see that. So I attached patches on it. I have a tutorial, I'll be linking it up in the description box and up above so you can watch how I attach patches to plain fabric. Now after ironing in the placket, I'll go ahead to sew by 1/8 of an inch towards the edge of the placket. So I'll do the same thing on both sides. So here we have it, I've sewn in the 1.5 inches. I know we left 2 inches, but then half an inch will be left for the overlap. Okay, so now we have this excess at the neckline. I'll just trim it off, and next thing I'll be doing is to attach the front and back piece along the shoulder line by half an inch. Remember, when we're cutting we added half an inch sewing allowance all around, so I'll be attaching these two together on both sides by half an inch. Now I'm done joining the two pieces together by half an inch. So the next step is to attach the sleeve. I have put a notch at the center of the sleeve cap, and that's where I'll be attaching to the shoulder line. But this joining is not the true shoulder line because of the adjustment we did while drafting our pattern. So I'll be placing the armhole this way just so I can notch the real middle of my armhole, so that joining will be part of the front piece in the real sense. So that's my notch, and this is where I'll be aligning with the notch I created on the sleeve. So I'll just place the center of the sleeve cap and align it with the notch on the shirt dress. So I'll pin it together, and now I'll sew my sleeve in from the center through the front armhole and from the center through the back armhole by half an inch. Here I've fixed my sleeve all around, and I created notches all around the sleeve. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to fold the hem of the shirt dress. So because it's a curvy hem, it will be a little bit tricky to just sew directly, so we'll be using a rolled hem. There's a specialized rolled hem foot you can use to just create a rolled hem directly, but here I'll be folding my edge by half an inch and sewing in the first 1/4 of an inch. So you have to be patient with yourself right here. So just sew in the first 1/4 gradually round the S-shaped curve. Okay, I made it. So now I'll cut out that extra 1/4 of an inch allowance. So I'll just be cutting close to the seam I created from one side to the other. So everything I'm doing on this piece, I'll do the same thing at the back and on the other side of the front piece. So after cutting in this 1/4 of an inch allowance, I'll go give the seam a good press, and this is what I have. Okay, it looks good and smooth already. Next, I'll fold in a 1/4 of an inch, making sure that the seam I just made is towards the edge right there. So now I'll sew again about 1/8 of an inch near the edge of that fold. So I'm just sewing from the center front through the S-shaped curve. So this time it's a bit easier, I think, because of that first fold. Kind of makes it easier to fold again, especially after you have trimmed the allowance. So once this is done, I'll give it another good press and you'll see the final look. Okay, here's what we have on the hem. It looks good both on the inside and on the outside. The next thing I'll be doing is to work on the sleeve band. So I have a band here. I have ironed in interfacing. It is 4 inches long and the same length with the hem of the sleeve right here. Now I have this arrow shaped stuff. You guys have refused to help me with the name for this. Okay, so first I'm using a plain fabric for the print side of my shirt dress and the one cut out from print for the plain side of the shirt dress. So I'll put these two pieces together. I have 2 for each side and I'll be sewing by half an inch. I will also do the same thing on the other piece, putting right side facing each other, sewing the top and side by half an inch. So this button will be left open so that I can turn it inside out. So this is what we have. Before turning it, I'll cut out the extra allowance, leaving about 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch. Next, I'll turn it inside out, and this is what we have. Now I went ahead to top stitch by 1/8 of an inch round the edges, so that way it just stays firm. Now I've notched the center of my sleeve opening, and this is the right side and this is the wrong side. So I'll be placing this on the wrong side at the center. I'll hold this down with a pin. We're creating a turn-up band on the sleeve opening. So I'll take the band I just ironed with interfacing. So I've folded in half an inch at the top and bottom. So from the wrong side, I'll place the right side of the band and sew in half an inch, leaving 1 inch at the sides of the sleeve. So 1 inch on both sides of the sleeve. Okay. Here's the sleeve. I've sewn in the band. So the right side of the band was facing the wrong side of the fabric with the arrow shaped stuff in between. So I left 1 inch open on both sides of the sleeve. That's because I'll be joining the sleeve and the bodice by 1 inch and leaving the band open for now. So, and that's the next step. So from the sleeve just above the band, I'll be joining the sleeve together, then the front and back piece by the 1-inch allowance we added while cutting. Now I'm done joining the sides together, and this is what we have. So this is the 1-inch sewing allowance. I went ahead to use an overlocker to overlock the raw edges. Now we'll be back to working on this band. So the 1-inch we left, now we are just going to sew it in or out, because this is from the right side of the fabric this time. So we kind of sewed the main sleeve from the inside on the wrong side, and now I'm sewing the band from the right side. So once that is done, I'll turn the band at the center, so that's middle fold on our band, that's what I'm turning in. So this is what we have, and now I'll pull out the sewing allowance so I can sew again by 1/2 inch. So that way I have my fold completely sewn together. So I'll sew in the same 1/2 inch I sewed before, this time with the other side of the band folded in. So once I'm done, I'll overlock the raw edges and turn the band completely, and this is what we will have at the end of the day. And that way we can fold this outward and put a button to hold it. I've done all that here, and this is what I have. A neat finishing on the outside and the seams on the inside. So if that was a bit confusing, here's another method you can use to attach your band. Fold and iron the band and then sew it in by 1/2 inch with the right side facing the wrong side of the fabric. So once that is done, use an overlocker to finish up this raw edge. Because I sealed the band on the wrong side of the fabric, so the seam is showing on the right side. So fold out the band to cover the seam, and this is what you have. Then you just join the sleeve regularly, the way you join your sleeve from the inside. So this is what I have after giving this a good press. This is actually the right side of the fabric, so I'll just pull this inside out and sew the band and the sleeve opening together by 1/2 inch. So this way you have this seam showing on the inside, and you just need to use an overlocker to finish up that edge so it appears neat. So here is the sleeve band on the right side, and I'll just create a buttonhole here and attach a button to hold it down. I have a tutorial on that on the channel. I went ahead to attach a shirt collar. I'll be linking up a tutorial for that up and in the description box. So this is the final look of the shirt dress. I think we've done a great job. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and give this video a thumbs up and keep coming back for more. See you in the next video.